Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Lucid, and this episode we're playing Middle-Aged Man, and we are committed now to fighting Machaka. So that's going to be fun. Should be happening very shortly. We are treated here to a little battle between first Machaka and the Independents guarding this throne. And Machaka has a region bless on these very spooky spoilers. And yeah, they're going to come in here and start having their way with these indies. Some of them actually get routed, which is going to be important because there's going to be a second battle. Yeah, so a huge amount of this army routed. Lost 85 guys, but then the rest rout. And then Ubar comes in next. I think if Ubar came in first, they would probably be losing this because they'd be fighting like twice as much Machaka stuff, and they would have probably lost 40 things here at least, fighting the throne. So this is basically RNG for, let's see, their bless. Farcaster and larger. So this is a Malekith bless. But that's interesting. So, yeah, we also found a magic site. We got a Sky Split Oak, I believe is a 1 air site. Yeah. And what else? I think that's it. And it's time to attack Machaka. So we're moving out. We're going. I figured it's best to go on this fort. I'd like to have this fort locked down. The fort has 1,000 siege strength, wall defense. And we're moving in, not quite, we're probably moving in 800, so it's going to be a 2-turn pop. We're bringing in these guys as well. I'm also making this turn some cauldrons of enormous broth. These are each 150 supply. So hopefully that'll make it so that we don't starve. So that'll be nice. And yeah, so that's basically it. There is a chance this army starves here because we're getting also a bonus. These are giving 10 supply each, so we're getting a bonus 80 supply here, and we're using 430. So almost certainly we're going to starve. Maybe not. It'll be close. I might leave some of the dogs behind. Just because they probably eat a fair amount of supply since they're kind of large. So yeah, I think we're going to leave the dogs behind here. We'll pick them up next turn and bring them in. But I want to reduce starvation if I can. I don't want to mobilize the mages yet. I don't really have too much for them to do. Yeah. So anyway, that's that. Underground. Things are looking mighty fine. We are preaching here. Actually, we can't really preach here anymore, can we? So I think we're going to move these guys over here. We're going to move these guys over here. I think we cleaned up the unrest here as well. And yeah. We're probably going to have one of these guys preach this turn. See if we can't get 2 candles here. And yeah. We probably should switch over to Cynocephalians as well. So that's going to be another change we can make. We have 300 gold. Ideally, next time we start a fort here, but we'll see. Did we get our peace agreement with Uruk? No, we're waiting. They're not looking very peaceful. So we'll just have to see. Yeah. If they fight us, it's going to kind of suck. The good thing is there's a choke point here. So even if they get all of this, they're not going to be able to get past us here, I don't think. So that's a small silver lining. But we potentially might be having a slight 2-front war. But we'll probably just yield a bunch of land in the caverns and hold them at a choke point with our army. And that'll be fine. Yeah, we'll have to see what throne gets claimed too. Right now, Nabad has the throne of bureaucracy claimed. So if they claim a new one, we'll have to see what it is. Yeah, I think that's about it. We probably should script these guys too. Don't really need our heroes charging in. But otherwise, I think this looks fine. We're going to go ahead and hit in turn here and see what happens. Okay, we got a new turn. Okay, we got a non-aggression pact with Uruk. That's very nice. We did not get a favorable response from Micklin. And that's a little unfortunate because Micklin can attack us. They've got a province above one of our cave entrances. Let's take a look here. I think we want our knights on hold and attack rear. They're clumping a little much. So we'll probably change that. Yeah, he got killed by the birds. Okay. Machaka is about to be in a very bad way, because they're probably going to come fight us. And probably would have been better that they didn't. Just saying. So let's see how we're doing on supplies. We've got 390 supplies and we're using 400. So we're starting to starve. But we can move in these guys who are going to do minus 300. And I think that will fix our problems. Hopefully it'll fix our problems. We'll see, though. So hold and attack rear, I think we're going to do. We're going to put these on hold and attack closest. We've got a bunch of Kyushi. And we're going to put them here on the flanks. We're going to put them on hold and attack rear as well. And then we've got a bunch more longbowmen we're bringing in. They're part of this stack. So we're going to split them in 2 squads. We're going to put them on sparse line. Put them here and here. We're going to put them on hold and on fire. And I think that will be good. Let's take a look at how they moved our archers. So they did move forward some. Might be a bit better on hold and fire. We'll try that. The idea of hold and fire is that they're going to stay more spaced out. They'll still shoot while they're holding, but they're not going to walk forward. They're going to let the enemy come towards them. Because if we end up having an archer fight, us having low, like a very sparse formation is going to be very beneficial. So that's good. I'm really glad we built those supply items. We have a little bit of starvation, not a lot of disease yet, it looks like, so that's good. Yeah, feeling pretty good about this so far. Let's move down here. Pick up these guys. Start shuttling them over. I think we'll pick up more guys in our cap on the way back. We're at 3 candles here, and we've got 3 researchers. Yeah, shit. All these temples, man. The AI just slams temples so hard. Oh, no. Knights have attacked. Fortunately, there's no access to this province except through ours. So we are going to be able to pick up some knights and bring them this way. 22 knights. We should be able to just kill them, I think. I'm pretty sure 12 of ours will kill 22 of theirs. How many people do we have here? We've got 6 people with 7 candles. So we actually can move... Oh, dude, we've sucked all the resources out of this province. I hate that. I wish this got capped at 1. The idea of getting 0 is really just annoying. It's like a kind of silly thing to have to micro. We'll move this guy over this way. We can't really preach here anymore either. This province, we've got the fort coming up. We're preaching with a lot of people. Hopefully we get this up to 3 candles. We've only got 1 guy researching. We're making shamans, though. We have a ton of money in the treasury, too, so that's really nice. I think we're going to do auto site search here as well. And here we have our Bata... Wait, what are they? Oh, Kamazots, right. I was thinking Batab. But we've got our Kamazots. We don't have to worry about this anymore. Because we have this non-aggression pact with Uruk, we're actually going to take these guys and we are going to roll out. And we're going to see if we can finish up expanding in the cave. So that's what's going to happen. We'll put this guy... Can we do auto site search? We've site searched a lot of this. Yeah, okay, this looks good. Oh, wait, no, we need a site search here. Sorry. We'll do auto site search and see if they'll manage it on their own. I'm kind of done microing those guys. So this looks good. I think we will stomp the Machakan army can't cross this river, and we'll have it ready to storm next turn. Do we want to patrol? I think we want to move and patrol here. They don't really have a lot of good stuff. They've got 60 and 50, and we've got a fair amount of PD that's probably a little higher quality than what they've got. So I feel okay about that. I might want one more. We're going to actually go ahead and make one more Cauldron of Enormous Broth. Where are you? 150, or we can make these. I think we're going to make that. Just more mage turn efficient. We don't have hammers yet. The other thing's better if you have hammers. But Palisade's coming up here next turn. Looking very good. We should switch to Magus's this turn. Go ahead and start doing some more astral site searching. And we should also auto site search with this guy. So hopefully they go to different provinces. We'll see. That's actually going to be an interesting test to see how they manage. But yeah, hopefully we get another... Did we get another Batab? Or Kamazat? No, next turn. So checking PD, we seem to be okay. I think we're going to go ahead and hit in turn here. All right, we got a new turn. And we were not attacked, surprisingly. Let's see. We finished some palisades, and we have breached a fort, and oh my god! What the fuck? I mean, what the actual fuck? That's so much stuff. I might actually need research to kill these guys. 1,000 archers. 1,800. It's going to be so many arrows. I mean, we're going to have good stuff, though. Supplies are in control. That's good. I mean, if we get slapped, we get slapped. We're not gonna live in fear of the AI. We've got everything. It's time to bring it. I think we can put 14, 24. Okay, well, we're gonna go here. I think this is the faster way. Okay, we'll have you research. Oh, wait, this guy's tapped out. We should actually have him wait. We're gonna have you wait, and we're gonna have you come down here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this turn now. Come back to you. Okay, so first thing is I've set up an attack here on these knights. We're going to be doing a small screen with archers that are on attack closest, and I'm bringing 3 priests to bless them. We don't really have to worry about the priest being picked off by archers or anything, so this should be okay. Go ahead and pause and do the rest. Okay, and these guys, we're going to do Hold and Fire archers. I want to win the archery war. I'm not worried about blowing up their front line. My knights are going to plow through them. If anything, my archers are going to potentially kill my own knights, which we certainly don't want. So... yeah, we're just going to do Hold and Fire archers, and hopefully that will win us the archery war. And these guys we're going to go ahead and have storm. And Hold and Fire archers should also target the wall archers, which would be nice. And these guys are going to hopefully charge through the gate and blender stuff in the back when we storm. So that's the idea. Whether it works or not, we'll have to see. I'll go ahead and do the rest of the turn here. Okay, and the last bit of the turn is underground. We're going to be bringing these monks couldn't actually keep up with... Whoops. These monks couldn't keep up with... the monks here could not keep up with the cav here. So we're going to have the monks stay here and preach, kind of help spread our dominion. And we're going to bring... There's some monks over here. This guy's building a fort. We switched him over. This guy only researches for 2 a turn. So we're going to let him finish the fort. And we're going to bring these guys down here, where we should have 2 monks, and we're going to use them to finish expanding underground. So that should be another like 400 income, hopefully. Yeah. And we're going to have a big fucking battle here. The battle script, I think we're good on. I don't know what we really need to change. We can probably load up my hold script on these guys. Don't really want to lose commanders here. I think that's it. Okay, God, let's hope this works. All right, guys, it was a long turn. It's about done now. It's doing the global events, but this was like a 3 or 4 minute turn roll. So we got a big battle here, I'm pretty sure. Machaka is attacking. Oh! Oh my God, that's so much stuff. That's so much stuff. This is like turn 30. I don't think I've seen an army this big from a like free spawn nation. Like you'll see Airmore or Lemuria or something with this big of an army. I don't think I've ever seen an army this big at like turn 100 in a multiplayer game. God, that's so much stuff. I mean, we have a lot of stuff too, but ours is spread out. They have at least 3 times as much stuff as we do, at least. But our stuff, I think, is better. And the thing is they're bringing all these black spiders, which are very spooky, and they're going to be pretty good against our sacreds, and so will the elephants. But like, they're spread out, and they're going to be able to wade because they don't trample and they're big. So they'll be able to wade through their troops. So they'll make it to the front line, and where they make contact, they're probably going to fuck us up. We'll see how badly, but I think we're going to be able to HP rout them by killing enough of their army, hopefully. We'll have to see. We're really leaning on these archers. If it was just knights, I'm almost positive we would lose this. So we'll just have to see what happens. And then I don't know how much mage support they have and how meaningful it's going to be. But let's just enjoy this. We've been waiting for this, and Machaka has refused all of my diplomatic advances. And if we look at where the archery is landing, I'm not seeing a tremendous amount of... Okay, there's some. Not a tremendous amount of, red arrows or whatever. Our knights do not like... The Kyushi are going to get kind of torn up. We don't really like being webbed, which is kind of what's happening. A lot of the archery fire from the enemy side is targeting our longbowmen, which I also don't like. But these black spiders, fortunately a lot of them are routing, because they kind of were fucking us up. They are a very, very good sacred. And I think they really benefit from these wading mechanics. Oh god, there's a fire break. Fortunately, we've got fire resistance, even on our Kyushi, so that's pretty good. Well, this guy must be webbed. Oh, he's routed. Yeah, they're pretty good with this bless on them. Not amazing. Let's take a look at some of our guys. So like this guy... 19 fatigue. So the fatigue thing seems to be working. Doesn't have blood surge procced, interestingly. Pretty high on hit points. Let's take a look at some of these guys who got like webbed. So we're webbed, so our defense is lower. But they're looking pretty good. Very low fatigue. And like this guy, he's got blood surge activated. Super high defense. Yeah, our cav are holding up pretty good. We've definitely lost a fair number. We must have lost at least 10. But we're fighting an army of goddamn almost 2,000 guys. We're about to be out of ammo. It's round 12. And so I believe we'll be out of ammo in around like 13 or 14 for our longbowmen, but fortunately the fight's over. And wow, that was brutal. We did flank, because we were on attack rear, so a lot of our guys are successfully flanking. I didn't even notice that in the first watch. Well, this earlier. I haven't watched this ahead of time. That is an intense fight. Holy crap. And this was without magic, which is normally what we need to beat up on the AI. And this is just through the power of a pretty good bless and a lot of sacreds. Get the last one. There we go. All right, that is not... We went in with like 70 sacreds. I think this is 45 sacreds, so I think we lost 30. So Machaka lost. It was 2,000. Look at that. They lost 1,200. Jesus Christ. What an army. We lost 7. We lost a lot of our Q sheet. We only lost 10 sacreds. Okay. I miscalculated there. Yeah, I don't know the best way to use these. I don't think they did a lot of... Let's see how many they killed. Yeah, they only killed 30 and we lost 72. I don't think there's a great use for them. We might turn off recruiting them. I think we probably could use the glamour gems for better things. But look at the night kills. 300 or 630. That's nuts. And then the archers did a ton of work. Yeah, wow. And then we have a battle. God, I don't know why. I still don't understand why Illwinter put guys to... I think this would be cool if they gave it where you sat on it longer, it would break more of the wall down. And maybe they did that and I just haven't seen it yet. But, dear Lord, we don't need more cancerous fort battles. That is not what the game needed. Well, I think the simple solution is just make it... So here's the way the walls work, by the way. So the walls have an entry point here, right? What you could just do is the longer people sit on it, you have the opening get wider, right? Until maybe it can't go farther than this, the entry point to go up on the wall. You also have multiple entry points. So you could have it where like a crack forms between these two. And maybe you get like a 2 open segment here and like a 2 open segment here. You know, something like that. But the game needs ways to make the... But that wouldn't happen at the beginning, right? That would happen as you, like, basically oversiege a fort. Yeah, so there's a lot of ways to do it, but the important thing is that I think this change makes fort sieging way more cancerous. They also made it so, like, howl and stuff doesn't come through the back, which makes sense. But fort sieges were very cancerous, and now they're more. And that's fine, I guess. I mean, they also made forts harder to siege, but you have bigger armies. But I think you should be able to oversiege forts and crack holes in walls or make the opening bigger. And maybe if you oversiege it enough, the whole wall falls apart. You know, like maybe it's becomes entirely gone. Like maybe if you oversiege it enough, this point here even disappears, right? This gateway up, and the wall opens to like this far. I don't know. There's a bunch of ways to do it, but this ain't cool. Anyway, so what were our losses here? We lost 11 longbowmen. We weren't them, as we say. I think we had a few guys retreat though. So I'm going to just balance these out real quick. Probably should do this off camera. But yeah, things are looking pretty okay. Our Q sheet are basically all dead now. So that's going to give us some serious thought about... And what the fuck? Another 800 people here? All right, well, best we get on with it. This is going to be a lot easier once we have magic, by the way. A lot easier. What's our supply at? I don't think we need all these cauldrons. I think we can get by with a bit fewer. So I think, let's see how we're doing on stars too. Like experience stars. 2, 4. Oh, Jesus. 2. Most of the people have 2. This guy has 3. You get a bonus strength at 3. 2. Yeah, okay, that was everybody. If you hit E, it selects everybody with 2 stars. There's not a way to select people with 3 stars. Or 4. Yeah, here's a guy with 4. This is when you lower the encumbrance, I believe. I can't remember. I thought you got an MR eventually. Maybe you don't. We got 2 bonus hit points by 4, so you must get 1 at 2 and 1 at 4. You could get 1 at 1 and 3 as well, I suppose. I don't think that's the case. So, I mean, there's no reason not to keep these with them, honestly. There's no reason to... They're not going to earn interest or something back in the bank, though there's a chance we lose them. So, yeah, we're going to want to pick up all these guys and rally forth. I think we're going to leave the Kyushi until we have magic. They're going to be a lot better once we have other kinds of magic that are going to help make them more survivable. But I think right now, they're not, you know, they're not doing that much. Oh my gosh. 2 glamour gems here. That's very nice. We're up to 8 a turn. I think we're going to turn this off too. I think the Kyushi, I think they've proven to be not super worth it. They would be a lot better, by the way, against a player, because things that like these are not very tanky, and but they are reasonably killy. They are the sort of thing that could swing a fight against a player, but they're not going to swing a fight against a 2,000 person army from the AI. They're just going to die too easily. If anything, they're a liability for like HP routing us. That could change if we got, you know, all sorts of buffs on them, because our bless is really nice with giving, you know, a bunch of resistances and things like that, and reinvigoration. They'll be really nice troops once we have a bless on them. Okay. We had another battle here. Let's watch this. We had some lance catchers in the front. One of our guys is on fire. I can't tell if it's ours or theirs. Okay, we appear to be fine. We didn't lose anybody. And if they got wounded, they'll heal. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and put at least 6 PD everywhere again. And holy crap, that was a big battle we had. What to do here? Man, these guys... Well, let's double check. We have a nap with those guys, right? Because they sure look like they want to attack us. I wonder why they're putting this many people here. I wonder if, like, the diplomacy and the troop movement parts of the AI are connected. Because it could be like they're trying to attack us, but the diplomacy blocks them every turn. That'd be interesting. I don't know if that's the case or not. Okay, we're going to have you preach. You can't really preach. Okay. We could have you preach over here. The more provinces, the other way to think about this is if we can keep like a buffer, like this province doesn't have any enemy candles near it. So it's got a bajillion candles inside. So if we can protect, like keep a buffer of candles around our forts, there are places with labs, we'll do a much better job at, at holding. Or having enough candles so that we can have our little mundane researchers going away. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause and do the rest of the turn. Yeah, I'll kind of cover parts of the turn as we get it done. So I've got these guys coming here to hit the pale ones with the priests we picked up. So that's going to be happening. I'll finish the rest of the scripting. So in the above ground map, we have what I'm going to do. This army could potentially move here, and then we're going to have a fight. So I've put a fair amount of PD here, 25, and we're going to support that with a bunch of our longbowmen, and then these guys, so a few of our knights that we're using to kind of try to come in and reinforce from here. So hopefully that'll be enough to kill 200 if they attack. Because we're going to get, I don't know, there's probably 70, and then we've got 70, and then 10. I think that's going to be enough. And then very likely if we move into these guys, I think the battle will happen here, but if not, then we'll have a combined battle on this fort, which would also be good for us. So we're just moving in here. You can see we still have a fair number of afflictions on our heavy cap. We should see if there's anybody crippled here. Yeah, let's actually do that. I'm going to pull the crippled guys out. And hopefully that doesn't... Hopefully that catches mount cripples. Let's actually... Oh, yeah, it doesn't look like it does. Because I want to see what the alicorns here are afflicted with. I'm guessing they can die. See, this guy's crippled, but his mount isn't. I don't even know how that works. Never healing wound, never healing wound. Weakened. Okay. Well, at any rate, we're going to put these guys back in. We're going to keep the one guy who's crippled out. I don't want to lose them in the movement process. So hopefully we do this and we go on top of their cap. That would be sick. We still have about 900 siege strength, so that should be enough to quickly pop forts, which would be super nice. I might do a little bit better here with commander positioning. I feel like we had at least one commander choose to run in this whole process, and that's not ideal, because then that kind of screws up our troop movement. So, yeah. We're making a lab here. We're also building a temple, so we can start recruitment. We probably should actually start... Oh, we don't have the money. But yeah, we'll start making these guys next turn. Ligurian Cavalry. You'll have to look at those. Yeah, so I think that's it. Let's... for research, we're getting close to Alt 5. That means I actually need to go ahead and build a Thistle Mace, which we'll go ahead and do. And then we'll be able to cast Mother Oak next turn, or turn after. Next turn. Cool. So we'll be having Mother Oak go up, which we'll go ahead and rename her. And that's actually going to give me a ton of growth, which would probably actually be better suited. It's also going to potentially turn something into a forest. That might be better suited here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and move our Mother Oak caster over here. I don't really want to turn a farmland into a forest, or even one of these into a forest. I think it's better without it. So we'll go ahead and put Mother Oak up over this way. Yeah, I don't think I want my capital to become a forest. I think we'll start losing maybe a little bit of population. So I think we'll cast it here. The risk is this is going to be a bit trickier to defend. And oh no, we got attacked by Indies. Oh shit, this actually is going to mess up my plans. And this is a valuable province. We're actually going to have to, I think, bring these. And we're going to hit this. That means we might not actually be able to patrol here. So we had these guys moving and patrolling, but instead I think we're going to have them come over this way. And put these guys here. We're going to do Sparse Line too, in case we bump into Nabah. I think we're going to do Skirmish. That way if the Hawks land, they'll land in the middle. They could attack from here. There's also a chance they just rout us. I hate that. It's a kind of annoying thing. And the AI is going to tend to win more of these bumps, like when a province goes indie, just because they have so many troops, and the bigger your army is, the more likely it is you are to move first. And if you move first and you're at a nap with somebody, you know, then they run, and they're going to have a ton of their shit die. I think at the very least, if there's going to be stuff like that, like if you're going to force people to retreat, I think there needs to be a special case for that where the retreats are going to be safe. Like if it's a retreat caused by a forced retreat because you have a nap, it needs to be a safe retreat at a minimum, because it's already a janky as hell mechanic. Anyway, I think that's it. We're not going to really be able to patrol here, which means this PD dump is actually wasted. So let's do 6 in case they send a bit of garbage. And that means we actually have enough money to slam longbowmen. So that's nice. And I think this will do it. Yeah, we should be able to cast Mother Oak. Yeah, okay, I feel pretty good. Let's see how it goes. All right, and we got a new turn, and let's see what tragedy has befallen us. We found a magic site, an enchanted tower that's an Earth 1 site. We've got this Song of Birds. I don't know what that is. 1 glamour. Shrouded Ruin, okay. And we found 2 sites here. Chasm of Strange, Starlight Chasm. Okay, Earth Astral. And then I assume the other one here was the Enchanted Tower, yeah. Okay, so another nice bump. Okay, we didn't bump in Silent Cavern, which is nice. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Did we bump... Oh, no, we didn't bump in Blue Moss Forest. This is the Cavemen. Okay, sweet. And it looks like we got pushed in in several places. So let's see what happened. Okay. That was weird. I guess they had a scout there. This is our other fort. So they have put this fort. This is the fort to the left of the one we just took. So they have put that under siege. And that means that this one must be a big battle because they've pushed our other army. So our army was marching into their army, and they marched into us. This is going to be another enormous battle. Well, big. I think we know how this is going to go. If they couldn't beat us with that previous army of literally 1 million troops, they ain't beating us with this. Yeah, they're getting abused. What's nice about the longbowmen compared to crossbowmen is I don't really have to worry about friendly fire as much. We lost 1 unit to kill 430 guys. Welcome to the jungle. All right, so this fort's under siege. I think what I want to do is I could move the army here, but there's a good chance like maybe they attack here or something. What I want to do is move this army here. This fort has a fair... We can hold on to this forever. If they reinforce this fort, like with this army, then we're going to come knock it off. If they don't, and we can just sit here for several turns... we're going to come and take their capital, because we'll take their capital before they finish sieging this. So, that's the plan. Let's put this back up to 6. Let's move out here. The only problem with this plan is we allowed this fort to get sieged, which, you know, that's just how it's going to be. I would like to put together an army that can raid and take this. And we probably have the makings of that army here. So what we're going to do we'll do this, I'll pause and do it, but I'm going to bring in probably this guy and some other stuff, and we're going to put an army together here and then hit this. And I don't know how much PD they have. We'll be able to make a bit of an informed decision when we attack this province. But hopefully we should just be able to take this. There's also a risk. There's a big army here, and they reinforce it. So we'll have... Oh, wait, I can't do it, because this is a Pangaea province. For whatever reason, you know, it's green. It looked like man. Okay. So we're not doing that. Stupid Pangaea. They really fucked me up with this. But there's no negotiating with them. I can't just be like, hey, will you pretty please give it back to me? Nope. Actually, we're going to leave these guys here, I think, for home slice. I think we're going to send this guy back home. We're going to go ahead and... I'll probably chime back in as we're doing the turn. Okay, we're casting Mother Oak. I'm doing a min cast. There's a chance the AI overcasts us, but whatever. I'm actually going to auto-site search with this guy, too. Both of these. We're going to preach here. I'm going to go ahead and pause again. Okay, so I finished scripting the turn. And yeah, we're just going to hang tight here. We're going to be moving in some troops here. We're going to be moving in some troops here, so we can potentially come in and drive these guys off as well. I actually probably, didn't think of it, probably should go ahead and move these guys down here as well. I think I'm going to move him here as well. So, because I've got some more research spots available in my cap. But I do want to get these troops down here so that we can potentially fight off this army. I think we can fight this army with about 25 sacreds and about 100 archers. I don't think that'll be too much of a problem at all. So we'll be looking probably to do that this turn if they don't reinforce. If they do reinforce, like I said, we'll probably bring our main army back and fight them or something like that. Or maybe split the army. That's another option we could do. Like do a small PD dump here, split half the army up, come up and take this with the reinforcements from here. We got a lot of options, and they're all pretty good. So it seems like everything is in order. And we're going to just go ahead and... I don't think I showed you the underground. Maybe I did. But we killed these guys, and we're coming over to take this. And we've got a few more provinces left to take, so that'll be nice. On the overworld... Well, that's strange. Yeah, we can't see it. It's because they are sitting outside our fort. I forget exactly what type of PD was here. I don't think they were super scary, but... yeah. Things are looking pretty good. Pretty darn tootin' good. So let's go ahead and hit end turn. And actually, guys, this is probably going to be the end of this episode. We're at 40 minutes, so that means we'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.